At the horse barn, gentlemen, 5 minutes until post time. 5 minutes. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second day of harness racing here at the West Michigan County Fair as we present to you the Michigan Breed Colt Stakes. Before we get underway, though, I would like to introduce to you our official here is acting on behalf of the United States Trotting Association. Our presenting judge is Robin Beller from Bay City, Michigan. Our clerk of the course is Julie DeMall. Our timer is Dolores Timberly, and the photo man is Mr. Ed Imbach. Our track man is Todd Hecker, and our clerk over at the speed office is Marcia Hansen. And also the sound man, Ron Interlucky. And our starter is Tim Woodard with the Mobile starting gate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you all please rise, we will now have the playing of our national anthem. Oh, well. All right, the horse barn, gentlemen, let's have those horses for the first race. as they pray postword for the first race here this afternoon of the 2-year-old filly trot, the Michigan Breeder Colt Stakes. Week 5 for the purse of $11,105. The number 1 horse, Rippin' Alley, skipped them all in the sulky. Number 2, Sally Sunshine, Tim Roach at the lines. Number 3, Cindy May I, Aaron Colley in the sulky. Number 4, Aunt Sally, Brad Kramer at the lines. Number 5, Plenty of Sunshine, John Moody up. And number 6, John's Baby Filly, Justin Irvine in the sulky. Don't forget to get a program. On that last page, you can win some gift certificates from your local merchants and some cash. Pick the winner. And those guys down there will give you a prize. They're at the post for the 2-year-old filly trot. Rippin' Alley will score at the rail. Sally Sunshine, Cindy May I, Aunt Sally, and Plenty O Sunshine on the outside. The 1 trailer, John's Baby Filly. These are the young ones, 2-year-olds, 5 weeks into it. They're turning the stretch for start. Here they come. And they're up and trotting. That's Cindy May I out in the middle of the racetrack. Takes the commanding lead. Cindy May on the outside. Is Plenty O Sunshine on the outside. In the second position, though, at the rail is Rippin' Alley. Rippin' Alley now in the second position. And now dropping in there, it's going to be Johnny's Baby Filly. And now on the trot on the outside, Sally Sunshine starts to put on the trot. Sunny Sunshine is now on the outside going a long mile. Along with the other run, going the long mile is Mr. Johnny's Baby Filly. As they go into that far turn, we got our good trotters going pretty good on the outside, challenging pretty good. It's still going to be on the inside holding it. Is Sally Sunshine with Cindy May I. It still has the lead as they come for that halfway mark. These 2-year-olds are kind of well bunched up, going off stride there. It looks like back on the trot is Rippin' Alley. And now takes the commanding lead by 1 solid length is Johnny's Baby Filly. And then Sally Sunshine is sitting in the golden chair second, along with Mr. Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally is there sitting third, with Plenty of Sunshine is sitting fourth. And then also on there is Cindy May I is sitting fifth, and trailing is Rippin' Alley. But it looks like Justin Irvine with Justin Baby Filly has a lead by about 3-4 open lane. And Mr. Rope with Sally Sunshine still sitting second. Cindy May I still sitting third. We got a fight out there for the 4th position. As they enter that eastern turn, it's Johnny's Baby Filly has the lead by 3. Is Mr. Roach with Sally Sunshine going to catch him at the 70 pole as they head for home? It's Johnny's Baby Filly still has the lead with Sally Sunshine sitting second, but at the wire it's John's Baby Filly, and here they all come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down trackside in the winner's circle from Jackson, Michigan, comes number 6, John's Baby Filly. Owned by Ann Pitchler, trained by Brian Bourne, and nicely driven by Justin Irvine. And, of course, our photo lady there taking pictures is Tammy Hedworth. And so, get your copy of your great photo by Tammy Hedworth. And presenting the trophy for the Michigan Breeders' Stakes, the Michigan Hunters Horsemen Association. Okay, folks, let's have a good send-off for number 6, John's Baby Filly and Justin Irvine. Okay, if you go to your program, we'll give you the placings. Number 1, Ripon Alley was 6. Number 2, Sally Sunshine was 2nd. Number 3, Cindy May I was 5. And number 4, Aunt Sally was 3rd. Number 5, Plenty Oh Sunshine was 4, and number 6, John's Baby Filly, was your race winner. So it should read 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 1 at the bottom. They trotted the quarter in 33 and 3, the half in 107, the 3/4 in 138 and 2, and they trotted the mile in 210 flat. 210 flat. At the horse barns, let's get the second race out. The 2-year-old Colt Trot. Bring him on out. Just to give you a little history up here on the stands, we got 2 gentlemen, Clyde and Donnie up here, and they got the cameras. And what they're doing here is they are live streaming this, so you can go on your phone or go home, and or anybody call them up, say, hey, we're at Ludington Fair. Go to trotandpace.com, and you can see we're watching some races, or you know somebody that knows someone that's driving or owns a horse. Check it out. It's really cool. Go to Trot and Pace, and you can live stream it right here in Ludington, Michigan today at the West Michigan County Fair. And Donnie and Clyde are up here, and they do all the action. So, yeah, not Bonnie and Clyde. It's Donnie and Clyde. But it's kind of neat. Go to trotpace.com. And they do all the county fairs here in the state of Michigan. Next week, we're going to be just east of here in Cadillac, Michigan. Then from there, we're going to be just south of you in Hart, Michigan. So come out and join the fair.
Quality Stallions. Cutting-edge, full-service breeding and foaling facility. First-rate brood mares producing exceptional foals. First home to multiple state champions, including 3-year-old pacing filly Grey Lingerie. Caring people with decades of experience. Class, affordability, superior service. Snow Ridge Farm.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
As a pre-post for the 2-year-old colt trot for the purse of over $5,652. First division, Miss number 1, Bull Run Chinkin. The YouTube man, Mr. Tim Roach at the lines. Number 2, Rankin. Justin Irvine in the sulky. Excused from the parade. Number 3, Candy's Rocket. That's Jeff Novak in the sulky. Number 4, Hell If I Know. Al McConnell Jr. in the sulky. And number 5 is Bo Silas, Brad Kramer in the sulky. Well, they're in the hands of the starter. It'll be Bo Runchinkin will score the round with Rankin, Candy's Rocket, Hell If I Know, and Bo Silas, the outside. This are the 2-year-old Colt Trots, First Division. Last night we had over 12 races. The total purse last night was called the Spartan Fraternity, over $100,000. Today, this is the Michigan Breeders' Stakes. They're turning their stretch for the start. Here they come. And they're off and running. That's Bo Silas right out of the middle of the racetrack with Candy's Rocket right there also on the outside with Bo Runchinkin is now takes in the second position. Bo Silas has that commanding lead. Then it's Bo Runchinkin is sitting second. And then following him is Hell If I Know right in there in between with Rankin sitting third. As they go up that backstretch, trailing the field is going to be the number Rankin. As they reach that quarter pole, Brad Kraler with Bo Silas has the lead. Sitting in the golden chair second is Bo Runchinkin, sitting right there at the rail, along with Hell If I Know, and then Candy's Rocket and Bo Silas. That's the way they are as they come out of that far turn to reach that halfway mark. Bo Silas has that lead. Still sitting in the golden chair, Bo Runchinkin right there tight. On the outside, there coming strong is Rankin. Up there also is Hell If I Know. Trailing the field. As they go into that clubhouse turn for the second and last time, that's still Bo Silas still holds the lead by a half a length. Still right there, sitting in the golden chair is Bo Runchinkin. And now starting to put up a little closer run trump. It looks like Hell If I Know. And also starting to put the move on the end is Rankin. Rankin now starts to put on the trot on the outside as they reach that three-quarter pole. But Bo Silas still has that lead. Still sitting right there, Bo Runchin. But coming strong on the outside. That's Rankin starting to put on the trot on the outside. As they come out of that far turn and head for Pater. That's going to be Rankin on the outside. Bo Silas at the lead with Bo Runchinkin. At the wire though. It's coming at the wire. It's Bo Silas. And here they all come. And now coming down the trackside in the winner's circle from Georgia comes number 5, Bo Silas. Trained by Kelly Goodwin, owned by the Price family, and nicely driven by Brad Kramer. This is his 3rd win so far this year. Okay, folks, let's have a good send-off for number 5, Bo Silas. Well, here's the way they finish in that first division of the 2-year-old colt draw. Bo Runchkin was 2nd. Number 2, Rankin was 3rd. Number 3, Candy's Rocket was 4th. And number 4, Hell If I Know, was 5. And number 5, Bo Silas, was your winner. Should read 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 at the bottom. They had trotted the quarter in 34 and 3, the half in 109 and 3, the 3/4 in 144, and they trotted the mile in 214 flat. 214 flat. At the horse barns, let's get that second division of the 2-year-old colt trot. The 2-year-old colt trot, second division. Bring them on out.
Indispensable. Maximum exposure, the best sales marketing tools. The easiest way to sell your horse for top dollar. The wave of the future. Since holding their first sale 20 years ago, OnGate.com has become harness racing's leading marketplace, with over 13,000 registered users buying and selling racehorses and bloodstock through daily online auctions. Browse listings for free and buy your next racehorse at OnGate.com. OnGate, we've changed the way the business works.
Also, just to give you a little update, a few years ago, the Michigan approved the online betting. I don't know if you do it, but if you do, you're supporting your local county fairs and your harness racing and your 4-H and your first responders. That's where most of our cash is coming from. Harness racing is growing faster now in the state of Michigan. The purses and the state gives a percentage of the online betting to the Michigan Hunters Horsemen Association, where they pass it along to the county fairs and the fairgrounds so they can keep the tracks updated, the barns going, along with the local 4-H's and first responders. So if you're doing some online betting, you're supporting your local community. Okay, as a parade poster for the second division of the 2-year-old Colt Trot, Geez Wally, Cody Massey up. Number 2, Midnight Ace, Bart Steimer in the sulky. Number 3, BB Fire, my buddy Skip DeMall in the sulky. Number 4, Striking Chips, Rick Dobson at the lines. And number 5, Quick Picker-Upper, Al McCall Jr. in the sulky. They're at the post. Geez Wally will score right at the rail with Midnight Ace, BB Fire, Striking Chips, and Quick Picker-Upper. All 5 of these 2-year-old trotters right at the gate. They're turning their stretch for start. Here they come. And they're all flat on the trot as the gate leaves the field. And they're off and running. That's Geez Wally right there at the rail with Midnight Ace there sitting, going on the long style. Going off stride is Geez Wally. Geez Wally goes off stride. Midnight Ace is now going to take the commanding lead. Also going off stride, it looks like it's Quick Picker-Upper. And now Mr. DeMall comes in there with BB Fire, takes a second position. Back on the trot is Geez Wally, now back on the trot, along with Quick Picker-Upper is back on the trot, and Midnight Ace trails that field. That's the way they are as they go into that eastern turn. It's going to be showing the lead. Midnight Ace with BB Fire sitting in the golden chair. Coming back through that halfway mark. In the third, Geez Wally. Quick Picker-Upper. As they reach that halfway mark, Midnight Ace still holds the lead. BB Fire still sitting in the golden chair second. And then starting to put on the trot on the outside, Striking Chips. And Quick Picker-Upper is on the inside trailing the field. But up in front where the action is, Midnight Ace opens up a gap, about 3 open lanes. And then BB Fire sitting in there second, about 2-3 lanes. And then Geez Wally, along with Striking Chips, Quick Picker-Upper is trailing. As they go into that far turn now, starting to close in the gap. Looks like BB Fire starts to close in with the Midnight Ace. Midnight Ace still has the lead by about 3, but BB Fire says, no way, here I come on the outside. At the 7-8 ball as they head for Pater. BB Fire on the outside. Midnight Ace in front, and here they all come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down track certified from Hamilton, Indiana, comes number 2, Midnight Ace, owned by Ruby Wrangler, nicely trained and driven by Bart Steimer. And this is Bart's 999 wins. So he is almost at 1,000. One more for Bart Steimer. And once again, presenting the trophy, the Michigan Harness Horsemen Association. And Tammy Hedworth is, of course, taking the pictures. So get your picture taken with Tammy. Okay, folks, let's have a good send-off for number 2, Midnight Ace. And good luck on your 1,000 wins coming up, Bart Steimer. Okay, here's the way they finished in that second division of that 2-year-old colt trot. Number 1, Jeezy Wally, was 4th. Number 2, Midnight Ace was your heat winner. Number 3, BB Fire was 2nd. Number 4, Striking Chips was 3rd. And number 5, Quick Picker Upper was 5. Should read 4, 1, 2, 3, 5 at the bottom. They trotted the mile in 35, the half in 109 and 3, the 3/4 in 142 and 1, and they trotted that mile in 213 flat. 213 flat. Well, tonight, under the grandstand here at the Western Michigan Fair, 7 o'clock, the truck and tractor pull is starting at 7 o'clock. But the big thing tonight, starting at dark, has to be dark. The musical fireworks under the grandstand, and that is all free. So bring all your friends and come on down and watch the fireworks. But it's $10 to get in for the tractor pull and truck pull. But check it out. Tonight, fireworks.
Peter the Great. No, not this guy. this guy. In 1891, Daniel D. Streeter, an avid horse breeder from Kalamazoo, Michigan, purchased a mare named Santos. Streeter owned a farm called the Oaklands on what is now Western Michigan University's campus. In 1894, Streeter sent Santos to Battle Creek to be bred to a stallion named Pilot Medium. The resulting colt, born in 1895 at Oaklands, was hailed Peter the Great. He quickly gained the attention of his owner for his intelligence. Streeter convinced retired world-famous driver-trainer Peter V. Johnston to come out of retirement and train this exceptional colt. Once introduced to Peter, Johnston couldn't pass up the opportunity. At the age of 2, Peter the Great made his debut at the Kentucky Futurity in Lexington. Unknown to most, he surprised everyone by finishing a close second to the race favorite, Janie T. The following year, as a 3-year-old, Peter returned to the Kentucky Futurity. He dominated by winning all 3 heats and setting a new track record of 2:12 and a half. Later that year, Streeter sold the champion horse for $20,000. Peter continued to race and achieve his best lifetime record of 2:7 1/4 in 1899 at the Empire City Track in New York. Unfortunately, he sustained a career-ending injury. However, despite his relatively brief time on the track, Peter the Great left an indelible mark on the trotting world through the exceptional quality of the colts he sired. A descendant of Hambletonian 10, Peter the Great became a legendary sire, producing exceptional offspring that continued to contribute to the evolution of the standardbred. Peter the Great moved around during his post-racing career as a stallion, but he settled at Laurel Hill Farm outside of Indianapolis, Indiana. Peter died in 1923 and is buried at Tom Taggart's residence near French Lick, Indiana. 5 years after his death, his groom, Jacob Councilman, passed away and his ashes were spread on Peter's grave. In honor of Peter's remarkable achievements, a monument was created in his birthplace of Kalamazoo. The plaque, attached to a boulder, acknowledged D.D. Streeter as the breeder and Peter V. Johnston as the trainer and driver of Peter the Great, and Peter himself. It reads, "On this farm was born the trotting stallion and sire Peter the Great, 2:7 1/4. Bred by D.D. Streeter, trained and driven in Kentucky Futurities by Peter V. Johnston." Originally placed near the barn where Peter was born, the monument has been relocated several times. Today, the monument stands at Western Michigan University's Administration Building in remembrance of his remarkable life and his importance to the standardbred breed. Peter the Great is truly a treasure to be remembered and celebrated.
Quality Stallions. Cutting-edge, full-service breeding and foaling facility. First-rate broodmares producing exceptional foals. First home to multiple state champions, including 3-year-old pacing filly Gray Lingerie. Caring people with decades of experience. Class, affordability, superior service. Snow Ridge Farm.
Okay, here they go for the 2-year-old filly pace. 5 horses. Keep me in the moment. Nephew Matt Curry at the lines. Number 2, Tough Taffy. Cody Massey in the sulky. Number 3, Mother Mary. Joe Casagrande in the sulky. Number 4, Wynwood Aspen. David Lakeup. And number 5, Girl Riding a Shotgun. Aaron Colley in the sulky. Who we rooting for here in this race? We hear a lot of clapping. They're at the post. It will keep me in the moment. We'll score right at that rail. Tough Taffy, and then along with Mother Mary, Wynwood Aspen, and Girl Riding Shotgun. Once again, these young little 2-year-old filly pacers are right at the gate. And these horses have the hobbles. The other ones were free run. This are the pacers. They're turning their studs for the start. Here they come. And they're going right out of the gate. There goes Wynwood Aspen on the outside with Mother Mary right in between horses. Keeping the moment right there at the rail as they go in that short turn now. Wynwood Aspen holds the lead by 3 open lengths, with Keeping the Moment is sitting there second. And now coming strong right there is Tough Taffy as they go up that back stretch and trail the field going off stride. It looks like Girls Riding a Shotgun. That's the way they are now as they reach for that quarter pole. Wynwood Aspen still holds the lead, with Keeping the Moment is sitting second, along with the Tough Taffy is sitting third and fourth, and trailing is Girl Riding a Shotgun. That's the way they are as they come out of that far turn to reach that halfway mark. These are the 2-year-old filly pacers, and they're doing quite well as they come around for that halfway mark. Wynwood Aspen still holds the lead. And now dropping in second spot position is going to be Mother Mary. Mother Mary now is sitting in the golden chair second. Keeping the Moment is sitting third, with Tough Taffy sitting fourth. And Girl Riding a Shotgun is trailing the field. But up in front where the action is, we got a nice little barn burner in our hands as they go up that back stretch. It's going to still be Tough Taffy still holds the lead. Mother Mary is sitting there in the golden chair second. And now as they go up that back stretch now, we got them going too wide on the outside. As they reach that 3/4 pole. On the outside, it looks like Wynwood Aspen, Mother Mary. Mother Mary is on the outside with Tough Taffy on the inside as they come out of that far turn. As they do, they're going neck and neck, head in head at the 7/8 pole now as they head for Peter. Which one's they going to be? Tough Taffy, Mother Mary. Tough Taffy, Mother Mary. It's going to be Tough Mary, Mother Mary. It's going to be, who is it? They're close. It's Mother Mary, and here they all come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down trackside from Hastings, Michigan, comes number 3, Mother Mary, on train and nice 3, driven by Joe Casagrande. She's a nice 2-year-old filly. She's so far has won her 3 races out of the 5 so far this year. She's got a mark of a 2:01 and 1. She's a nice 2-year-old filly, and you're going to see her a lot. Out of 5 starts, she's had 4 wins in 1 second. Okay, folks, let's have a good send-off for that number 3, Mother Mary. Okay, here's the way they finish in that 4th race. Keep Me in the Moment was 4th. Number 2, Tough Taffy was 3rd. Number 3, Mother Mary was your heat winner. Number 4, Wynwood Aspen was 2nd. And number 5, Girls Riding Shotgun was 5. Should read 4, 3, 1, 2, 5 at the bottom. They paced the quarter in 32 and 4. The half in 105 and 2. The 3/4 in 137 and 1. And they paced a mile in 206 and 4. 206 and 4. Let's have those horses out for that 5th race, the 2-year-old colt pace.
Hey everybody, we're here With Frank Murata, Dr. Murata, and he works for the state of Michigan during the summer, and we test all the winners of the horse races at the fairs. And he has a long history in the horse business, and he's got Amelia here with him today at Big Rapids. And Doc, first tell everybody out there the procedures of what you have to do during the summer to really keep the integrity of our program.
Well, I go to every fair, and we set up a little spot in the barn area where after the horses race and they win, they have to come over to me, and we have to identify the horse, make sure it's the right horse, and then we proceed to take blood out of every winner, and it gets we take it home, we label them, identify them. We have a chain of custody so that nobody can say it's not my blood. They witness us taking it, they witness us sealing it, putting it in the container. We then, at home, we then package it up and we ship it to the lab the day after. Like today is Monday, we work again tomorrow, Tuesday. On Wednesday, both races will be shipped off to the lab, and they will then receive it, and then they proceed to test all of them.
There you go. Well, you know, in our industry, obviously safety and integrity are right at the very, very top, and it just makes sure that everybody's playing by the rules and that every winner is tested. It does go to the lab. So when you see that performance on that race program at the racetrack, when you want to wager your hard-earned money on the horse, you know that was a race that had integrity. Now, your family has had a ton of history in Michigan with horse racing. Tell us a little bit about how you got into horse racing and your family heritage here in Michigan.
Well, I was actually born on a horse farm, and I was born in Walled Lake, Michigan, and at that time we had thoroughbreds, and we had one stallion, and we had about 8 thoroughbred mares, and that was up until I was in high school when we had one of my uncles passed, and my dad decided they were going to get out of the horse business because they didn't think it was worth dying over. And well, as things happened, we ended up, our vet had some horses that he was auctioning off because his wife had asthma and he was moving to Arizona, and he asked my dad to bid on them so that they wouldn't go too cheap, and my dad ended up buying them. And within about 3 years we had 20 racing standard breds, and that was back in the late 60s, early 70s. And then my parents ended up building Sports Creek Raceway, Muskegon Raceway, and ended up owning racetracks. And then I was in veterinary school, and I got out of vet school, and I was working at Hazel Park, Detroit Racecourse, Northville Downs, Jackson Raceway, and all the farms in between. And now that I'm up in age, I'm slowing down a little bit, so I only work part-time. Instead of working 8 days a week, I only work 5 days a week. 5 days a week.
Doc Murata has helped me over the years with our standardbreds, diagnosing lameness. He's probably the best in the business. When you have a horse, just like a car, you want that horse to go straight, and when we have these turns, they're at a high rate of speed. So a lot of times we reach out to Doc to have him go over a horse to make sure the horse is sound, or identify possible situations where Doc can improve the horse. So he's a friend of not just myself, but of many horsemen, because obviously we want the very best for these horses. They're going at a high rate of speed. We have drivers and trainers which are involved, obviously. So we want that horse to be at maximum capacity, and also to be safe out there for everybody. So hopefully a lot of people, they want to see you this summer, don't they?
I can honestly say that I work for everybody. There's not anybody that races today that at some point, either this year, last year, the previous year, year before, that I haven't worked on their horses. I've been very privileged. Everybody trusts me, and I've been lucky enough to be pretty good at what I do, and everybody kind of wants me to work. So
and if we get to see you and you get to pull some blood, that's not a bad thing.
That's a good
either.
thing. Seeing me after the race is a good thing.
That's Dr. Frank Murata and Amelia live from the Big Rapids Fair, and Doc will be seeing you this summer.
I hope so, many times.
Take care.
Okay.
Sleepy Joe, Rick Dobson in the sulky. Number 4, Dream in Endesley, Tim Driver in the sulky. And number 5, Handsome Sir, the one and only Brad Kramer. Once again, these 5 horses of the 2-year-old Colt Trade are right at the game. Steady Paycheck will score right in the rail with Born Wiles, Sleepy Joe, Dreamin' Endlessly, and Handsome Sir. They're turning their stretch for the start. Here they come. And the gate leaves the field, and they're right off and pacing. That's going to be Born Wild. Takes that commanding lead as they go in that short turn. With Handsome Sir is now sitting second in the golden chair, along with Steady Paycheck third on the inside. And on the outside, it looks like Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe on the outside, Dreaming in the Sleep, is trailing that field. But up in front, it's Born Wild, holds the lead with the Handsome Sir sitting in right there in the golden chair. With Steady Paycheck is still 33rd, going off stride. It's going to look like their Sleepy Joe is now taking into position of the 4th as they come out of that far turn to reach that halfway mark. It's still going to be Born Wild holds the lead, with Handsome Sir sitting right there in the golden chair. He's not going to let him get away. But then it's Steady Paycheck, far back third. On the outside, Dreamless Endlessly now takes the 3rd spot, and trailing the field is Sleepy Joe. But up in front where the action is, it's still a 2-horse race, but Born Wild now opens the gap by about 3-4 open lengths. It's Handsome Sir still sitting second. And now hitting third is Dreamin' Endlessly. With Steady Paycheck is now 4th. And trailing that field is going to be Dreamless Endlessly. As they go in that far turn and heading for home, it's Born Wild still holds the lead. Can Handsome Sir try to catch him at the 7-8 pole now as they head for home? It's going to be Born Wild has the lead by 3. On the outside, Handsome Sir. But it's going to be Born Wild. And here they all come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down trackside comes number 2, Born Wild. Owned by Ted Bouchard. Trained by Ken Hess and nicer driven by David Lake. Okay, folks, let's have a good send-off for Born Wild and David Lake. That 2-year-old Colt Pace has won. That is his fifth win this year. All right, here's the way these finished. Number 1, Steady Paycheck was 4th. Number 2, Born Wild was your heat winner. Number 3, Sleepy Joe was 5. And number 4, Dream Endlessly was 3rd. And number 5, Handsome Sir was 2nd. Should read 4, 1, 5, 3, 2 at the bottom. They paced the quarter in 31 and 3, the half in 103, the 3 quarters in 132 and 4, and they paced a mile in 204 flat. 204 flat. And now we go into the 3-year-olds. In the 6th race, get the 3-year-old filly trots out, gentlemen, at the horse barns. Get the 6th race out, the 3-year-old filly trot. In that 5th race, the time, we're going to change that to 2:02 and 3. 2:02 and 3. The computer made another error. So we got it straightened around. It was 2:02 and 3.
Quality Stallions. Cutting-edge, full-service breeding and foaling facility. first-rate broodmares producing exceptional foals. First home to multiple state champions, including 3-year-old pacing filly Gray Lingerie. Caring people with decades of experience. Class, affordability, superior service. Snow Ridge Farm.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Okay, for the sixth race, the 3-year-old filly trot. It will be number 1, It's Wine Time, by Brad Kramer in the sulky. Number 2, Good as Hill, Justin Irvine in the sulky. Number 3, Little Miss Muscle, Scott Hayden at the lines. And number 4, Rippin' Blue, Mr. Skip DeMaw. They're at the post. It's wine time. Good as Hill, Little Miss Muscle, Rippin' Blue. 4 of the 3-year-old filly trots going for over $11,000. They're churning in the stretch for the start. Here they come. And these are the 3-year-olds, little more experience, and they're all trotting in where they go. It's wine time on the inside, on the outside, Good as Hill. Wine time has the lead by a half. Good on the hill as the hill is going on the outside, challenging him as they go out of that back stretch. Dropping in third is Rippin' Blue, and Little Miss Muscle is sitting fourth. Indian Style as they go up that back stretch. It's wine time. Leading this by a half, sitting tight at the golden chair. It's Good as Hill. Then it's Rippin' Blue, Little Miss Muscle. All of these 3-year-old trotters are right at the gate as they go in the eastern turn. It's going to be wine time. Holds that lead by a half, sitting in the golden chair. Good as Hill is right there second with Rippin' Blue and Little Miss Muscle. That's the way they are as they come in front of the judges' stand for the first and last time. It's still hold the good wine time, still holds it. Now farther back a little bit is Good as Hill, Rippin' Blue, and Little Miss Muscle. Anybody gonna catch up with It's Wine Time as they go to the clubhouse turn for the second last time? It's still wine time, up by about 3 or 4 open lane. Good as Hill is still sitting second, back a little way, Rippin' Blue, and trailing the field, Little Miss Muscle. But Mr. Kramer has It's Wine Time. Is going to have some wine after this race as they reach that 3/4 pole. It's Wine Time still has it by 6. And then still Good as the Hill, still sitting second in Rippin' Blue, and Little Miss Muscle trails the field. As they come out of the far turn at the 7-8 ball, It's Wine Time has the lead by about 6 open lengths. And Mr. Kramer has this 3-year-old filly trot at the wire. It's Wine Time, and here they all come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down in the winner's circle, the 5th straight win in a row this year. The 5th time win already comes number 1. It's Wine Time. Owned by Robson and Nicely, trained by Al Thomason and driven by Brad Kramer. This 3-year-old filly trot is 5th win right in the row. All right, folks, let's have a good send-off for a nice 3-year-old filly trot. It's Wine Time and Brad Kramer. Okay, let's go to the program and let's check this out. Number 1, It's Wine Time was your winner. Number 2, Good as Hill was second. Number 3, Little Miss Muscle, was fourth, and number 4, Rippin' Blue, was third. Should read 1, 2, 4, 3 at the bottom. They trotted the quarter in 32, the half in 104, the 3/4 in 135, and they trotted the mile in 205 and 4. 205 and 4. Let's get those horses out for that 7th race, the 3-year-old Colt Trot. There's no more warm-ups, I believe not. So you bring them on out. 3-year-old Colt Trots.
Indispensable. Maximum exposure, the best sales marketing tools. The easiest way to sell your horse for top dollar. The wave of the future. Since holding their first sale 20 years ago, OnGate.com has become harness racing's leading marketplace, with over 13,000 registered users buying and selling racehorses and bloodstock through daily online auctions. Browse listings for free and buy your next racehorse at OnGate.com. OnGate, we've changed the way the business works.
Okay, as a paid post work for that 3-0 Colt trot for the purse $11,000. Dirty Degas McGee, Bart Steimer in the sulky. Number 2, I'm Not Playing. That's Don Harmon at the lines. Number 3, Bo Pandupi, John Moody in the sulky. Number 4, New Swan in Town, Mr. Skip DeMall in the sulky. Number 5, Big Mash, Joe Casagrande in the sulky. And number 6, End Over and Out, Brad Kramer at the lines. They're at the post. The 3-year-old Colt trots. He'll be Dirty Degas McGee will score at the round. I'm Not Playing in. Bo Pandu Pete, New Swan in Town, Big Mass, and the one trailer, End Over and Out. They're turning the stretch for start. Here they come. These 3-year-old Colts seem like they're all flat on the trot as the gate. Well, having a little trouble there is number 1, but they're off and trotting. That's going to be right off the bunt. New Swan in Town on the outside takes that commanding lead. And now pulling on the outside, Bo Dan Pete now starts to put on the trot on the outside. Bo Bando Pete now on the outside challenging, now goes off stride. And now goes back up on the trot. That looks like I'm Not Playing. I'm Not Playing now. Dropping goes into the second position as they reach that quarter pole. It's the big, right now, it's New Swan in Town has that lead. With I'm Not Playing is now sitting second. Along with right in there is going to be Big Mass. And come a little bit farther back and Over and Out, along with Dirty Degas McGee. And also going in there, Bo Bandu Pete, as they come out of that far turn to reach that halfway mark. These 3-year-old Colt trotters are doing well. It's the New Swan in Town. Still has that lead. And still sitting in the golden chair second. It's going to be I'm Not Playing with the Big Mass sitting third. Along with the big guy, Bo Pandu Pete. These 3-year-olds are going out of that short turn and going up that back stretch. It's going to be Skip DeMall with New Swan in Town. Mr. Herman here with I'm Not Playing. Still sitting second with the Big Mass is sitting third. And the rest are a little bit too far back with End Over and Out and Dirty Degas McGee. But up in front where the action is, it's Mr. DeMall that has the lead by the New Swan in Town. Has the lead with I'm Not Playing in. Is still sitting second as they come out of that far turn and head for Peter. It's going to be on the outside. I'm Not Playing in is on the outside. On the inside, New Swan in Town has the lead by 2. New Swan has the lead by 4. And here they all come. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down trackside from Fowlerville, Michigan, comes number 4, New Swan in Town, owned by the Cotton Standardbred, trained by Donna Cotton, and nice ribbon to my good friend Skip the Ball, his 3rd straight win. You don't know their names, though, huh? Mr. Bentley's in the winner's circle there with the trophy blanket with Skip DeMall and New Swan in Town. Kind of cool. How was that, Bentley? Did you enjoy that? All right, folks, let's have a good send-off for number 4, the New Swan in Town, and our good friend Skip DeMall. All right, here's the way they finished on that 3-year-old colt trot. Number 1, Dirty Diggus McGee was 6th. Number 2, I'm Not Playing In was 2nd. Number 3, Bo Pandu Pete was 4th. Number 4, New Swan in Town was your heat winner. Number 5, The Big Mass was 3rd. And number 6, End Over and Out was 5. Should read 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5 at the bottom. They trotted the quarter in 31 and 4, the half in 103 and 2, the 3/4 in 134, and they trotted a mile in 204 flat. 204 and flat. Alrighty, if you go into your 8th race, the number 3 horse, Just Enough Crazy, the driver is going to be Skip DeMall. Skip DeMall will be driving number 3. And number 6 horse, To the Moon and Back, Jason Merriman will be in the sulky. Jason Merriman.
Midwest Harness Report has been a strong advocate and comprehensive source for harness racing in the Midwest and beyond for over 40 years. With owner-editor Tim Conkle leading the way, Midwest Harness Report brings you the latest news, information, schedules, and stats. Uncover remarkable stories about the people and horses at the core of harness racing. Midwest Harness Report reaches thousands of subscribers every month. For advertising and subscription inquiries, call 765-212-1320 or visit MidwestHarnessReport.com.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
All right, here we go. The 8th race, the 3-year-old filly pace. Number 1, Fancy Like Always, Brad Kramer in the sulky. Number 2, Fixer Up Makeup, Don Harmon at the lines. Number 3, Just Enough Crazy, skipped them all in the sulky. Number 4, Caught Ya Daydreamin', Justin Irvine at the lines. Number 5, Blockade Jack, David Lakeup. Number 6, To the Moon and Back, Jason Meerman in the sulky. And number 7, Artistic Cat, Cody Massey at the lines. They're at the post. The 3-year-old filly pace, Fancy Like Always, will be scoring right at the rail. Fix Your Makeup will be in there with Just Enough Crazy, Caught Ya Daydreamin', Blockade Jack. The 2 trailers, To the Moon and Back, and Artistic Cat. These are the 3-year-old filly pace. The 3-year-olds went in 2-2 last night. See what these 3-year-olds do tonight. They're turning their stretch for the start. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. That's going to be Blockade Jack. Hates that commanding lead as they go in that short turn. Blockade Cat with also Just Enough Crazy now takes the lead. Just enough crazy now has checked in. It's gonna be Caught You Daydreaming. Holds the lead now by about a solid length there. Right there in the golden chair. Second is Blockade Jack. Along with right there, Just Enough Crazy and Fixer Up Makeup. Along with Fancy Like Always, Artistic Cat. They're all pretty well bunched up as they go in that eastern turn. What a beautiful sight it is. The 3-year-olds, Caught Ya Daydreaming, holds the lead. Sitting in the golden chair second is going to be Just Enough Crazy in there, and Fix Up Makeup is right in there too. And we got a barn burner on these 3-year-old filly pace as they reach that halfway mark. Artistic Cat going on the long side on the outside. It's all, we got a barn burner on our hand. It's Artistic Cat now on the outside challenging with Caught Ya the Daydreaming still holds that lead. And we got a barn burner. They go up that back stretch. It's all going to be a free fall here for all up. It's Just Enough Crazy coming strong on the outside sitting fourth. But it's still Caught Ya Daydreaming is right there. Just Enough Crazy coming strong. And also Artistic Cat is right in between horses with also Fix Up Makeup. And these got a barn burner on our hands as these 3-year-old filly paces coming out of that eastern turn at the 7-8 pole now as they head for Bader. Which one is it going to be? Caught Ya Daydreaming on the outside. Fix Up Makeup. Artistic Cat. Is it going to be Caught Ya Daydreaming? Artistic Cat. Artistic Fixer Up Makeup. And here they all come. Woo! And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down the winner's circle from Montcalm, Michigan, comes number 4, Caught Ya Daydreaming. Owned by Steven Spickle, trained by Tim Driver, and nicely driven by Justin Irvine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a good send-off for the youngest driver. Number 4, caught you daydreaming, Justin Irvine. Okay, here's the way they finished on that 8th race of the 3-year-old filly pace. Number 1, Fancy Like Always, was your 7th. Number 2, Fix Up for Makeup, was 2nd. Number 3, Just Enough Crazy, was 4. Number 4, Caught Ya Daydreamin', was your heat winner. Number 5, Blockade Jack, was 3rd. Number 6, To the Moon and Back, was 6th. And number 7, Artistic Cat, was 5. Should read 7, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5 at the bottom. The pace, the quarter in 31. The half in 102 and 2. The 3/4 in 133. And they paced a mile in 204 flat. 204 flat. Okay, in the 9th race, number 2, Louise A. Rockin', David Lake. David Lake will be driving the number 2 horse, Louis A. Rockin'.
Well, we don't have any time. We don't need those. No. It's just interesting to me. It is very interesting. How wide the gap is. Well, anything that got their record at Hastings, I kind of, as they say, that practice. Well, why would they go 5 seconds faster than any other big track? Like that.
Are they braiding?
Looks like it to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, and the final race here this afternoon, the 3-year-old colt pace for the purse of over $11,205. Number 1, Cashew's Key, Cody Massey at the lines. Number 2, Louise A. Rockin', David Lake up. Number 3, Nightstand, Jerry Seekman at the lines. Number 4, Captain Max Henry, Don Harmon in the sulky. Number 5, Do Not Touch My Truck, Jason Mermaid. Number 6, Unspeakable Times, Aaron Collin at the lines. Number 7, IJ2, Justin Irvine in the sulky. And number 8, Stabler, Brad Kramer up. Well, we want to thank you all for coming. We had a great crowd here last night. You guys have been great this afternoon. Thank you for supporting the Michigan Harness Horses Harness Racing here at Western County Fair. Well, they're at the post in the hands of the starter. It'll be Cashew's Key will score right at the rail. Louise A. Ruckin, Nightstand, Captain Max Henry, Don't Touch My Truck on the outside. The three trailers, Unspeakable Times, IJ2, and Stabler. We have a full house. They're turning the stretch to start. Here they come. And they're gonna wait for nobody as the gate leaves the field. And they're off and pacing. It is all right there on the outside, Captain Max Henry. But taking the lead looks like going to be Lou Cashew's Key. As now has the lead a little bit. There, Cashew's Key. Then Louis Rockin is sitting there in the golden chair second. Along with the untouchable truck there, Don't Touch My Truck. As they go up that back stretch, then it's IJ2 is right in there and with Mr. Colley, Unspeakable Time. And also starting to put on a little bit on the pace is Stabler with the Nightstand trails the field. That's the way they are, Indian style, as these 3-year-old pace colts come out of that far turn to reach that halfway mark. What a beautiful sight it is as they come for the halfway mark on the trapeze there. Nightstand right, check that. Louis Rockin now takes the lead a little bit. And sitting in the golden chair is Cashew's Key. It's going to be now. The lead now is going to be Captain Max Henry. Captain Max Henry now on the pace as they go on that clubhouse turn. For the second and last time, they all come alive from here on out. It's Louis Rockin there on the outside going the long mile. In between there, looks like it's Cashew's Key. As they go up that back stretch, though, it's Captain Max Henry still holds the lead. Going the long mile is Louis Rockin. And rocked inside there, it looks like Cashew's Key as they reach that 3/4 pole. Also into the race now is Don't Touch My Truck. As they come out of that far turn now, as they head for Peter, it's still Captain Max Henry still holds that lead as they head for Peter. Which one is it going to be? Captain Max Henry. It's going to be Captain Max Henry, and here they all come.
Quality Stallions. Cutting-edge, full-service breeding and foaling facility. First-rate broodmares producing exceptional foals. First home to multiple state champions, including 3-year-old pacing filly Gray Lingerie. Caring people with decades of experience. Class, affordability, superior service. Snow Ridge Farm.
Driven by Don Harmon. Oh, All right, ladies and gentlemen, please give a great hand to the new track winner. Track record comes number 4, Captains McHenry, with 158 in 1. This is a new track record here at the Western County Fair in Ludington, Michigan. Wow. We just got the word. I'm waiting for the rundown. I'll pass it along. Okay, here we go. The final race here this afternoon. It's number 1, Cashew's Key was second. Number 2, Louis Ray Rockin' was fourth. Number 3's Nightstand was eighth. Number 4, Captains McHenry was your heat winner. Number 5, Don't Touch My Truck was third. Number 6, Unspeakable Times was sixth. And number 7, IJ2 was seventh. And number 8, Stabler was 5. Should read 2, 4, 8, 1, 3, 6, 7, 5 at the bottom. They paced the quarter in 29 and 4, the half in 59 and 2, the 3 quarters in 128 and 3, and the new track record at Captains McHenry, 158 and 1. 158 and 1. Well, this is your announcer, Phil Curry, thanking each and every one of you for turning out here this afternoon. Don't forget, tonight we got the big tractor pull at 7 o'clock. And also we have the fireworks starting around 10 o'clock. And remember, drive safe, because the life you save might be your own. Thank you for coming.